I greet this morning. I'm sitting in Berlin here in a motel. Outside it's raining and you even can't imagine where the sun rises. So we are some minutes after sunrise and I'm coming from this meditation. A lot of protests are raging around the world. What has to happen in social movements that it can have an impact, that it will have an impact towards healing and towards peace. And yesterday in the night I was in the theater of Gorky and we celebrated something like, you could call it the Conference of Life. We tried to give voices to the different species, and it's always the same call. It's if you connect with Mother Earth, if you connect with the beauty and her complexity, her diversity of life, she calls all of us as her beings, and she calls us in a way, please awake. It's about awakening. It's about facing the connectedness, the network of life, and how in the matrix of life everything is connected, how all organs have to work together. This is the same for us in the social movement. I think there's a lot of gratitude for all the ones who dare to raise their voice. For example, I took part here in the demonstration, giving a statement that the war in Rojava has to end, really, not on the paper, but really. So there are so many points where it's time now to say, please awake. This is the one thing, to really say, stop, it's enough. And on the other side, this does not serve as long as we don't know really how to live, as long as we don't know how to connect in a truthful, justice way to each other. So how to connect the complexity, the diversity, and to know that in the center we all are the same. There is something where we have to discover each other as brothers and sisters, not only the human beings, also all the other beings, the trees, the plants, the waters, the fires. Not only human beings rage around the world and with protests, also the fires are burning, the waters are flooding, or there's desertification, and there is only one answer, I feel. Please, human being, awake. You are the one who have to reconnect to the matrix of life. Find the way. There is a possibility of social organization where you can live with compassion. And yesterday in the Conference of Life, I noticed that some people, if they dare to bring up what they feel towards life, they often got lost in the pain, because there is so much pain what we have to face. And there for me it's always important to remember it's a birth pain. Don't fear the pain, face it, go through the pain and look what is behind it. What is the birth which wants where we can be midwives? And I see a beautiful social order. I still feel it's not too late, but I deeply listen the awakening call everywhere. So let's find the courage to reconnect to our divine nature. And let's find the courage to connect between political voices and spiritual voices. That they are not opposites, they are connected. We are, from the way how we are, divine beings, and this is not necessary to believe in any religion or any God. It's only necessary that we face it, that we see it, that we notice it, and that we take it with gratitude. So she calls us back home. Thank you for listening, and may we who are still in protected areas support the ones who really need our voice. Thank you. Have a blessed week.